let's talk Good Princess Castle glitch real quick. So, we'll do map glitch just for fun. So there's map glitch. So the first thing is unshrink here. Don't unshrink over by the spring. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but like if you unshrink here, the pumpkin hasn't spawned yet because there's a pumpkin that comes across and kind of ruins your day. And if you're here, the pumpkin won't spawn, which means you have a lot more time to get the spring down and try and get up through before the pumpkin ruins your day. So essentially from here, I've discovered this is all about spring placement, actually. It's not about like Mickey. And so basically you run, you pick up the spring, you come back and you have your feet run against this 1-2. I think I did it too much. And then essentially you unshrink. It's hard to do slow, but basically, let's go back. There we go. So it's hard to do slow, but essentially you're going to run up against the key and see how Mickey's feet kind of move in a cycle. You're going to go 1-2 steps against the key with the spring. So once you have the spring, his feet go 1-2, and see, that was too long. So don't let Disney hear that this isn't about Mickey. It's always about Mickey. 1-2, so like there. And you see how the spring is like kind of in the middle? I think that's kind of ideal placement. You shrink, you get up on the edge and unshrink, and you go right up through, basically, most of the time. Again, it's hard like that. Right through this crack is kind of where you go. So, and it all kind of depends on spring placement, and a lot of times the spring placement for this will end up having you pick up the spring first instead of the key, which is a little bit of a time loss, but there's certain variations of it where it essentially allows you to pick up the key first still, which is really cool. So let's see. I'm just going to do this a bunch of times. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. So that happens, like when I'm in the groove of it, that happens a lot, actually. So it's like almost one jump. Because when Mickey runs into the key, it pushes Mickey away at different intervals. But see, there it is again. Exactly the same. And that's like the ideal spring placement, I think, is when it's like kind of in the key like that, but it's off center just a little bit towards you, but there's some that are off center towards you that don't work as well. Pushed a little too far. But see, it's super consistent. I get back in the groove of it. Map glitch again. Just for fun. Oop. It's 1-2. And you're right through. Every time. So it can be very consistent. If you get the timing down.